collect much of this data that we need to effectively monitor and report. And the performance measures haven't been completely developed yet. We're still waiting on input. The NPO and YDOT will work together, but some of these performance measures may include safety, infrastructure conditions, congestion reduction, system reliability, freight movement, economic vitality, and reduced delay in actually getting projects built. And I talked a little bit about one of the key requirements of the MAP 21 is that the NPOs must incorporate these in their long-range plans. There are some suggested performance measures in this updated plan, and as I mentioned, the NPO and YDOT are going to review those and amend them to develop the MAP 21 performance measures. That wraps up the transportation plan update.
I think that's all we have. Tom, if there are any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. There's been a lot of activity in that area, a lot of adopted plans that happened since 2006. So that information has been folded in as part of this process. Some other targeted amendments north of Little America to reflect some new information regarding those opportunities in that location. We've also, as I noted a moment ago, completed a number of targeted updates to reflect different plans around the community. So you may be looking for specific ones, and we've called out just a few here, but we have combed through each of those plans and tried to make those alignments as possible with the more generalized categories shown on the future land use map. The Archer campus is another area that looks pretty different based on recent plans than the previous plans, as well as some areas in the southeast part of the community where we've also made some targeted updates to address recent planning efforts in the Sweetgrass area, for example, and also some other corridor studies in that location. Other updates to the plan that would be notably different. The implementation strategies and the action plan, basically the build section of the plan, has been overhauled to reflect work that's been accomplished since 2006. There were a number of recommendations in there regarding some tools to guide growth, which have been accomplished. There have been a number of gateway and streetscape improvements noticeably throughout the community. In addition, there have also been some updates. Just to note, the updated strategies and actions are organized by community foundations, so those track fairly cleanly with the different policies in the shade section. And also to note that this is, the action plan is intended to be pretty strategic. Based on the timing of the anticipated updates, the focus has been on things that can really be accomplished primarily within that, 3 to 5, immediate to 5-year time frame. Although there are some longer-term actions that are on the list. So that section has been changed to align with recent efforts and ongoing efforts with both the city, county, and MPO. The plan also contains a new performance monitoring section, and this is really intended to be a tool to help track progress over time, and we'll talk about this in more detail with respect to the transportation plan. But the plan contains a number of suggested measures of effectiveness to sort of track how the area is progressing, what some of the data sources might be for that, and some potential statistics. This section will require some additional discussion down the road, but it's a pretty good foundation for those ongoing discussions as the different agencies track their progress over time.
What you're witnessing on this video is the bad stuff that is in Plan Cheyenne. It is very disturbing to see this happening in our community. Please help stop it. Project Stop Plan Cheyenne. Thank you to all you patriots that are in this battle to win. Through the night, wrote Paul Revere, he cried of defiance and not of fear. A voice in darkness, a knock at the door, and a word that shall echo for. Look, ladies and gentlemen, Plan Cheyenne was born in 2006. We need to kill this thing in 2014. Help us by attending all meetings and town halls and get a hold of your local officials today. We must protect this community of its Western heritage and have that Paul Revere moment. Thanks, everybody.